Good morning, good afternoon, guys. I told you last week that you should expect DXY to make a move to the upside, and slightly that's changed its structure. But I told you to consider this level as invalidation level. Once DXY make a corrective structure, just as I told you, corrective structure here, one more upside. Okay, and you watch when this one more upside breaks this level to the upside, then it means that this corrective structure is enough to continue to push dollar to the upside. But right here, what you see is that after one more upside, it broke to the downside. Okay, so what do we need to check now? We have seen this three-way structure down. We have another three-way structure up. All right, and we have three-way structure down. That was the initial plan. But now what we have is all right, what we have now is an expanding flat right here. We want to see this as a move down, expanding flat, and another move down. Right now, what I expect us to look forward to is seeing a corrective structure, create a liquidity here, break down, but this level should not be invalidated, this impulse. As soon as we have the breakdown here from this level, start to look for buy opportunity to the upside for dollar index. So you know the implication. We look for a buy to the upside at this level, even if it has to break down, then we are sure it will get to around this level. Then you know the implication on your major peers. All right. So this is it for dollar index. For DXY, I've been telling you guys that DXY need to make this structure. You see the expanding flat right here, the upside. Okay, let me clear the structure very well for you. This is three waves to the upside. This is three waves down. Then we need another three waves to the upside, but it comes much bigger. All right, this three waves to the upside. This has ordinarily completed the structure for a downside. But what we are be saying is that right here we see corrective structure. All right, we see corrective structure, one more break to the upside. As soon as you break that to the upside to this level, start looking for a sell opportunity right here. Okay, we expect dollar to now make whether a reversal or a pullback or a correction. It must make it to the downside. So, but what I'm saying right here is that this is a regular flat, okay, for this impulse. And then this regular flat should make another move to the downside. This impulse here must come right here. That is the forecast for euro dollar. Then for pound dollar, what we are seeing is a clear structure. You know, before I made it clear that this ought to be a breakdown right here, and then if this is with A and you have three-way structure here, you ought to have this to come and break this top to make a sort of expanding flat, because right here you have this level has taken this low. That was why we buy GBP USD from this level. You know the pattern? You know the pattern when with B has taken the level of with A. You know what it will result to. So right here, I'm targeting this level. All right? Targeting pound dollar to hit this level to the upside. Once we break this level to the upside, from here, I want a sell-off to the downside. So this will complete an expanding flat. All right? You can also make a running flat like this. You can make a running flat by breaking this top. Break this top like this, and it's done. And it's done, a running flat. From here, you now see a breakdown to the downside. Okay, let's take note of it, because all these majors now are just seeking liquidity to sell, just as dollar is also seeking liquidity to buy. So what did we say? You can be patient, allow this structure to break this level. Once you break this level, try to now look for liquidity to sell. Okay. This is AUD USD. You know, I told you before that AUD USD did not clear this level. So there is still liquidity here. Supposing this move, this 5-wave move here, has cleared this level to the downside, we'll be looking for a big buy from here to break this top. Because in that case, we'll have had this, and this. This is an expanding flag. For what? For a move to the upside. But we did not break this low. So we still believe that the liquidity it caught at this level is inadequate to push this market to the upside. So what is our expectation here? Our expectation is simple. Since we are looking for this as a correction for a downward push. So what you should expect is this. You have 3-wave structure up. I hope you know how to cut the 3 waves. Look at the connector inside. Always look at the connector and look at the waves in terms of size. Okay? And then this is another 3-wave down. 3-wave up, 3-wave down. We need 3 waves up. This is what we need to have a complete structure for AUD USD. 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 3 waves up. So by the time we hit around 71, just take note of 0.7100. Take note of this. So when you hit this for AUD USD, look for liquidity. Look for liquidity and entry to start looking for sell. Why are you looking for sell here? Because you want to target. Right. Let's see how good it's doing. Guess we have to share the screen again. Right. Okay. So let's be patient. Let's see how good it's doing. Of course, I hope we didn't miss any part of AUD USD. But we need these 3 waves to the upside to complete this structure. If I were you, I'm going to be taking note of this. Do not miss this corrective structure here. On AUD USD, you have seen your 3 waves to the upside here. You see another 3 waves down. These 3 waves to the upside must happen. This one must happen here. Do not miss this bar. Okay. Target 71. All right. 71.00. That is going to be like about 100 pips trade. Don't miss it. Once you have this upside and you have this liquidity point taken, once you have it clear, you can see this is above it that you have 71. Once you have it clear, look for sell opportunity to the downside to clear this liquidity here. You see the daily, you see right here, you have to clear it to the downside. You are going to start looking for sell from here to clear it. So that's it on AUD USD. On gold, guys, you know we are at the bottom of the structure as far as gold is concerned, because right here you have impulse, corrective structure, impulse. So we needed continuation to the upside here. We didn't get it. You have a sluggish move. Okay, the market comes down right here again, breaking this low. As soon as we broke this low, what do you think had happened? We had liquidity available to the upside. But even at that, even as we have caught the liquidity to the upside, the pair did not seem to move the way we expected. Not move the way we expected. So it's most likely that we may be having this triangle here, A, B, C, D, and E. All right. This is A. We may be having A, B, C, D, and E. One more upside. Once we have it, this move to the downside will come here. That is the one. I'm still thinking that it's going to overshoot this liquidity point. You can see the level here. You can see this level here. You can see this level here. You can see the reason why gold is not making a reasonable push to the upside, because it did not take the liquidity at the lower part here. You can see the importance of liquidity to wave structure. Okay, without liquidity, market cannot move. You can see area that is leaving behind this level, this level, this level. So once it come here, we expect it to go back up and break the low. So once it breaks the low, it has taken all the liquidity, and then this impulse here has been fulfilled here. So from this level, guys, you cannot begin to look for buy opportunity to the what? To the upside. Allow all this consolidation to come to an end. Okay. If I were you now, I'll be more careful this week to take part in growth structure. Can you see? We identify this. If this comes here, that is all right. I'm fine. But if it does not happen that way, then what do you expect? If it happen like this, by going back up, take this stock from here, comes right down and upside. That will be the best. That will be the best. All right? That will be the best. So that's it about good. But for now, I identify a structure. Last week for which I still want to stand on because this is strong impulse. You have 3-wave corrective structure down. Somebody will argue, why are we considering with B as an impulse? In as much as the three are impulsive, A, B, and C. If the three are impulsive, there's no problem. A impulse, B impulse, C impulse, no problem. But if you have break of structure, you have A corrective, and you have B impulsive, and then C corrective. This is nonsense. This does not occur. This should not happen at all. Instead, if you have break of structure, all right, if A is corrective like this, and what you think should be B is impulsive, what you are going to do is that you're going to leave this A aside and look for corrective structure for this. So this will now become another A. This will become A. This will become another A. This will become B. This will become C. Then the whole of this will now become big B. And then you now have your C to be corrective. You have C to be corrective as this. This will now be big C. This is what is called a complex structure. So the determinant of how you identify your structure is the position of B in the overall equation. How have you identified A? What is the behavior of B? You already know that B is supposed to be corrective. So if it is impulsive, you take it as A again. And you now look for the corresponding corrective structure to complement it. That is how you do it. That's exactly what we have done here. You have with A, you have, this is A. Look at B is impulsive. Then you have something like this, and then something like this, and up you go. So, but when you sketch it down like this, based on how theory say it should be, you now need to wait to see how they behave in line with what you have said in order for you to be able to determine what you will do. But what I will do in this scenario is that this move here has taken this. So we already have liquidity for the upside. So if market open and you have corrective structure and take another set of liquidity from here, look for buy opportunity to the upside because we still have room here. Look at it here. We still have room to the upside. Liquidity was not taken here before we are having this set. That is why here is an invalidated level because right here you have liquidity. Can you see? Can you see? Consolidation here, liquidity taking impulse. So here is protected because there's liquidity. Here is unprotected. Why? Because liquidity was never cleared there. So if you have another set of liquidity on this time frame, for instance, right here, and take it to the downside, right here will be a very good opportunity to buy this pair to the upside. That's okay now. Big opportunity to buy here to the upside. Do not miss it. Allow another set of liquidity here. Okay, let's go to USD card, guys. USD card on the daily time frame. USD card, I do not have a buy opportunity on USD card right now. Right from here, I kept telling you to look for buy opportunity on USD card to break this two top for liquidity. It broke it, didn't show sign of reversal. We said, okay, let's target this liquidity. We have taken it, and as soon as we took it, we are here trying to make a move to the downside for USD card. Now, what should you expect right now for USD CAD. Let's break down the structure as we see it. Okay, let's break down the structure as we see it. Right here, you have a move down. Okay, you have a move down. You have an impulse. Look at this, A, B, and C. All right, A, B, and C. So this A, B, and C is a corrective structure. All right, it's a corrective structure. So we need this C to complement it here. This is A, this is B, and then this is C. Okay, so if you can have this C to break this top, then you have liquidity for this downside to happen here. That will be A, B, and C. You need this liquidity to the downside. If this C can cross here. So from this level, around if you can hit around the 1.4200, that will be fine. 1.4200. That will be a fine level to look for sell opportunity to the downside, because 1.4150 is too close to this level. And if it has to form expanding flat, because this B has taken this level here. In fact, you can even begin to look for liquidity here to buy this C to the upside. This is grade A setup that I'll take. To go to 1 hour time frame, let us see if we have evidence of liquidity. All right. So if you come when market open, maybe you see something like this, you break it here, you make a move here, you make a corrective structure here, you can buy. You can buy to the upside to complete this C structure. Okay? To complete this C structure. What is your target? You want to target this level. Because this is A, this is B, this is C. All right? So this structure must come right here. Break this top from this level, look for sell to the downside. Do you understand? But allow this upside to happen to complete the structure. Then USD JPY, guys. You know, last week, if you watch our video for last week, you will see that I told you that this USD JPY is going to make a move to the downside. I told you, go and watch it. I said, do not miss the movement to the downside. That all it was doing here was just a child play. That all this move here, you are going to see it here. All right? Then what should we expect? This is a corrective structure for the upside. Okay? This is corrective structure here. This is wave A here. This is wave B here. And then this is wave C here. Okay? So if you have it this way, you know that from here, you should be looking for liquidity to make a move to the upside, just in line with dollar index, guys. You know, dollar index, you are looking for liquidity to buy, just as you are looking for liquidity to sell for euro dollar. So if you have something like this, take a liquidity here, an impulsive move, corrective structure. This is a move to the upside for what? For USD JPY. Then what of if he wants to decide to continue to make a push to the downside? Yes, it's possible. You will know the intent to do that if you keep pushing. If you keep pushing like this, you know it's moving to the downside. But if it has to go to the upside, it will develop liquidity here. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, just as it did here. Can you see this level? When it got here, this is exactly what I'm telling you to take note of. You see the push here. How do we know that this movement to the upside will happen? You see, the market just took liquidity here, and make a move to the upside. So liquidity is a reference point. When market wants to make a move, it creates a level that it will break to achieve liquidity for the upside or for the downside. Do you understand now? This is the expectation on USD and JPY. Then on gold, guys, so we'll keep talking that gold is expected. It's expected to break this level, so that it will achieve adequate liquidity to draw. Because this level, this is wave B. All right. This is wave B. This is wave A. We also have wave C. And wave C, we always love it to take the level of wave A to be able to achieve liquidity. But here it came, this C did not take this level of A. That is why it's been struggling to drop. It's been struggling to drop. So our expectation now is clear. It's clear. We want this move to the upside. Okay, we want this move to the upside from this level. We want this move to the upside to do what? To break this level. Once this level is taken, very good. We have got liquidity and we want this move to the downside. Is that okay now? So right now, I've given a buy setup for BTC USD from this level. From this level, we buy it. Let's buy it to the upside for the purpose of what? Of clearing this liquidity. Once we clear that liquidity, guys, we take a move to the downside. But who says that since we have taken this level, this one cannot continue to go? It's possible. Can continue to go, but first and foremost, let us clear this level before we determine that. Whatever market gives us after we clear this liquidity will tell us whether it will continue to make a move to the upside or to the downside. Yeah, so don't forget that if you want to learn to trade correctly, it's not something that is difficult to do. You just need to learn from the right person, from the right source, gain the right knowledge. So that is what we have decided to offer you at NTFX Trading Academy. You can go to our website, all right? You can go to our website and you can check what we have on the website. You can check it out. You can see our courses, the home. You can see the home. You can see the courses in particular. These courses are well tailored to meet both beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels need as far as technical and fundamental analysis is concerned. When you go there, they have been made very cheap compared to their value. I've seen courses of equal value with these that they put out for 5,000 US dollar. Our interest is not about the money. Our interest is to ensure that people learn correctly, people learn the right way, and petition every ignorance that made them delay in the course of learning technical analysis. You see the courses, you can see from the beginner stage. You can see it slowly, see the beginner trend mastery, this is beginner, this is professional level. You can see all the courses. These are well-structured courses. You can see advanced technical analysis, and then you can see fundamental analysis. I detail how to interpret, fundamental analysis in this particular video. You can also see advanced market forecasting techniques. You can view it and see what you have there. So if you decide to say you want to be an expert in forecasting the market, there's nothing wrong in that, but you have to go through the basics. Okay, so that's why I've included the basic course in advanced market forecasting. Okay, you have the basic course, you have the advanced market forecasting techniques through wave analysis, and then you have a fundamental analysis. The wave analysis techniques techniques or methodology of NtTrading services, NTFX Trading Academy is far more better and different from what we have from the foundational theory of Elliott wave, because we have included liquidity in our method of analysis, and that has significantly improved our forecasting accuracy. So you can learn this, and then when you learn this, you can come to the platform and see how it is well implemented. So that is it, guys. I will see you next week for more analysis and more focus. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.